Well, joining us now from our Wellington studio is our sports reporter Joe Porter. Hi Joe, it was always going to be a big ask. Can we console ourselves with that?
Yeah, absolutely. It was always going to be tough to go to Peru and score away goals in front of those parochial and loud 50,000 fans. The All Whites did incredibly well to hold Peru to a scoreless draw in Wellington and set this match up to be the thrilling, exciting affair it was. Fair play to the All Whites. They're ranked 122nd in the world compared to Peru's 10, so you'd have to say a fair reflection of the two sides, and Peru dominated the game and deserved to win.
And where do you think it was that it all went wrong?
Oh, the All Whites just couldn't really match the Peruvians in terms of their skill levels. Peru just held on to the ball for most of the match. They dominated possession, barely let the All Whites have it. When the All Whites did get it, they turned it over fairly quickly with erroneous passes and I guess a little bit of communication and first touch ability there. So certainly the Peruvians dominated possession. They controlled the game from the outset, and while New Zealanders created one or two chances, the Peruvians really did dominate and control the match, and I guess kind of the outcome was a foregone conclusion once they went 2-0 up.
What were the standout moments for you, Joe?
Well, in the very first minute or so, there was a New Zealand player pulled down in the penalty box and a penalty shout went ignored by the referee, which was very interesting. No replays, of course, by the host broadcaster so that no one could have a look within the ground. That went ignored, and then I guess Peru's first goal turned the match, and that was it, really. From then on, they dominated. New Zealand, again in the second half, they started creating a few opportunities. Peru then quickly turned it around and scored again, and really I guess that was the death knell for the New Zealanders. So some standout moments. Chris Wood near the very end of the game got a one-on-one with the keeper but couldn't quite put it away. Some good play from the Kiwis, from the All Whites, and you'd have to suggest that they were just beaten by a better side.
Yeah, Chris Wood looked pretty good when he came on, and there's been a bit of chat about whether he should have started. What do you think about that?
Yeah, perhaps he should have. I know he's been under an injury cloud, and he struggled in that first leg in Wellington in particular. Again, under an injury cloud tonight. So if he had been fully fit, he may have made the difference, because he certainly looked like New Zealand's best chance of scoring. He was, I guess, their talisman and their spark tonight. So yeah, perhaps he should have started. I'm not sure how heavy or how bad that injury was and how much it hampered him.
Hey, but Joe, there is something to hold on to. The women's rugby league teams had a win. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, great start to the Rugby League World Cup campaign for the Kiwi Ferns, a 50-4 hammering of Canada and Sydney. The Kiwi Ferns have won this tournament 3 times in recent years. They lost the last one in 2013 to Australia, but they've been very good historically here. The next game's against the Cook Islands on Sunday, another big win, you'd assume, from the Kiwi Ferns, and hopefully they are a bright spot this weekend after the All Whites' dream has been dashed.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for joining us. That's our sports reporter, Joe Porter, there in Wellington.